Alright, y'all. So here's why I did not end up accepting my offer at the Big Four, and I feel somewhat obligated to make this video. I made a few videos about my experience at the Big Four, so I just wanted to keep you guys in the loop and tell you guys why I did not accept my return offer. And to preface, no, this is not a video of me shitting on the Big Four. I still think it's a great first start if you're starting off your career, or if you're trying to get an internship at the Big Four. It's a great first start. Although a lot of people shit on the Big Four, and I'm pretty sure you've heard the rumors of long hours, low pay, and although some of those rumors may be true, it's still a great place to start your career. And I've seen a lot of successful people come out of the Big Four. So despite trying to run away from the Big Four in 2021, where I interned there doing audit, I went on to go on to intern at Uber doing another finance role, like doing FP&A specifically. Then I went on to go intern at Disney, where I did product strategy, so more of a consulting role. And despite me trying to run away, and even in my role right now, currently a financial analyst, and in all these roles that I currently am in or currently did, there were people from the Big Four, and I just could not run away from them. So that just goes to show that there's so many great exit opportunities from the Big Four. Although it's difficult to pivot into these opportunities, the exit opportunities, they're not lying to you, they're endless at the Big Four. Okay, so with that out of the way, why did I not accept this offer, despite it being a great offer, and I'm very thankful that I had this offer? So two reasons. So the first one was me trying to anticipate, what do I want to do after the Big Four? So I knew I wasn't going to stay there forever. And like a lot of people, they leave within 2 to 5 years, sometimes even sooner, because it's brutal hours, and the pay, they could get paid higher, a lot more money elsewhere. So I try to anticipate what career or what companies do I want to work at after the Big Four. And I still had opportunities to get internships, so I just wanted to be ahead of the curve and try to figure out and map, what do I want to do with my career, what companies do I want to work at. So that's what I ended up doing with my internships at Uber, with my internships at Disney. So with these internships, I was able to figure out, what the heck do I want to do with my career? And I could have easily went back to PwC and made a great salary, more than a lot of people. And I'm trying to say that in a humble way, but once you get to that level of getting a great offer, you take a step back and try to see, what else can I get? So that was my mindset of trying to see, what else is out there. And that's what I ended up doing. So I found careers or roles that were more engaging, a lot more interesting to me, and that's just my personal preference. Other people, their personal preference might be audit. They might do that their entire career, and there's nothing wrong with that. But for me, it was just a personal preference, me trying to be ahead of the curve, because although you can have almost an endless amount of the exit opportunities at the Big Four, it's still very hard to pivot into a new role. So most times people have to go back and get their MBA to get into the specific role that they want to get into, because right now the job market, it's brutal. And I've seen a bunch of people, a bunch of creators from the Big Four show that they're trying to get these exit opportunities, and they're trying to move out of the Big Four, but it's difficult. And that's just the reality of things. It's difficult to pivot into a new role. Usually they have to go back and get their MBA, but MBA is so expensive. And I already know that I don't want to get my MBA, because I just don't want to invest the years without getting an income, and I just don't want to invest the money into that. I'd rather, be proactive early and get into the role that I want to go into. So that was just my thinking on that. And second reason, so this was the reasoning for the second reasoning, is money. So I'm in the game of corporate America for the money. And I don't want to sound greedy, but that's simply just how it is, to be frank. I want to maximize my earnings. I want to have good work-life balance, so I want to get paid technically, even though I'm salaried right now. I want to get paid great in terms of my, my per hour earnings. So investment banking, if you do the calculations, some of them are only making like $25 an hour. So it's not great earnings per hour. And consulting, it gets a lot better, but you're working 60 to maybe 80 hours per week. Something I just didn't want to do. I don't want to invest a high amount of hours into my work life because I just don't want my entire work to be my life. I don't want it to be my identity. So through these finding different internships, I was able to find roles that, pay better, to be quite frank, and have good work-life balance. So I feel like I was able to find that in my current role right now, and extremely happy, and I'm glad that I went down this route of trying to find different roles that I'd like before just accepting my return offer at PwC. Because that could have been so easy to just accept that offer, not do any recruiting, just, relax my senior year and just, accept that offer. But I didn't, and because of that, I'm earning about 10 to 20% higher than my offer at PwC. Thankfully, it ended up working out that way. So those were the two main reasons why I did not accept my offer at PwC. And if anybody from PwC is watching this, I'm still thankful for the opportunity. It was my first internship, so shout out to y'all for giving me a chance, for really building my career at a great place. Although I hope they do not hate me for rejecting this offer. But sometimes you gotta prioritize yourself, and you gotta be a bit selfish because these companies could just let you go in an instant. So you gotta have your best interests in mind. But yeah, that kind of just wraps up the reasons why I did not accept this offer. And yeah, that's that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.